Okay, it's Friday night. It's Friday night, and I was abandoned by my co-hosts, and nobody wants to play any games with a drunken pig. So Pig is here playing some Stationeers. Excuse me. Playing some Stationeers to no viewers on a Friday night. Alright. So we left off with this, building a furnace. So we're going to build us a furnace. Set that there. I think we need to add some workspace here. Yeah, we need to add some workspace. So let's see here. Iron frames. There's one. There's two. And sheets. Iron sheets. There we go. We want to do, we're going to do sit here. We will set you here. Okay, so we need a number of things. We need some pipes. We need a valve. We need a cowl. We also need plates. So what do we need here? Power critical. Get rid of this stupid thing. There we go. Iron sheets. 2 iron sheets. Oh, wrench. Welding torch and 2 more iron sheets. Alright, that's the furnace. Now we need some pipes, and a valve, and a cowl. Pipe valve, need a little bit of copper too. There we go. So many ads? The ads haven't even started yet. Come back, you bastard. Let's get the solar panel aligned, because we are running low. Let's do one more step. Perfect. Four, 5. I decided to forego the Drunken Space Marine 2 because nobody wanted to play with me. That's what that boils down to. And so we're playing Drunken Space Construction. That's the output 2. Are you kidding me? That's the input. Okay. 3. 5. And then a cowl. Alright, and we have ourselves a furnace. Okay. We're just going to put that away. And let's see, what do we have in here? We have some coal and some oxide. So now we need... Just gonna let that run for a bit. I said I would. See. I mean, you intimated that you didn't want to, but you would out of the kindness of your heart implies that you don't actually want to play. And I'm not the type to force people to play with me. So, snubbed you or not. Spared you were. Alright, well, I'll tell you off when you come back. Oh, hey, lead. That's going to be important for later. We have way more lead than I was intending to grab, but hey, that's okay. Are we back from the ad now? Alright. Let's grab a little bit of coal. We'll have steel. I know there's a bunch of coal over here. Alright, well. There we go. Now we just need a little bit of the pink stuff. And then we'll wait for nightfall to do the whole smelting thing because I want to make sure them batteries are fully charged. I know there's pink stuff over here. There's some pink stuff. There. Alright, let's see here. We're going to swap you. Wrench. Alright. Interstellar bubblegum. That's one way to put it. Alright, so you are good. We're going to swap you for you. Power Power you off. Make sure you're powered off. Power's still pretty high. I just need it to stay high so that I can finish charging my batteries. She's heading out to grab a shower now. Good luck and have fun. Okay. Thanks for the support. Alright, batteries are all charged. Let us begin. So, we want one, two, pressure and temperature. Pressure and temperature still high. Pressure is going up high and temperature is dropping. Temperature is going back up. Pressure, temperature is now dropping. Temperature is now too low. Boom, we've got steel. Frames. Alright, so right now we're just trying to get a stable power supply. Five. Tool belt. Power is only low. It is not critical yet. All right. We're going to power you off. Power you on. We need a sensor kit. Iron and gold. Waste tank caution. I don't know why I went in there. Whatever. Okay, let's see. We were doing this. Daylight sensor. I believe the porch is supposed to face north. I-O. Logic in out. And I need 2 of those. Power is now critical. There's 1. There's 2. There's a reader. There's a reader. I need 2 processors because I need 2 batch writers. One. Two. Okay. How much copper do I have? We're gonna go take care of that. And 26. Alright, I need to move you. That's technically north. Here's the data, here's the power. Okay. Power is already critical. Print some more of these. Hunger is getting low. I believe I need to go ahead and print the rest of this gold. Power can take it. Whoops. Heavy cable. Because I need to get hook that dang. Really? Just give me a few more. Oh, come on. Well, Aristide, that is much appreciated. Very much appreciated. You do that every time you pop in here, and I really appreciate it. And now Z has no excuse for not being able to see what's going on when the ads pop up. How you doing tonight? If you're still around, because I know I'm streaming something that's kind of boring to you. Doing what you can with what you got, and that's I don't think anybody can say they're doing anything less than Well, no, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are doing less with what they got. Ugh. Crap. Thought I had more. That's not good. Alright, we're going to do this for now. Because we need power. In Detroit? This is Stationeers, my guy. Power you off. I need to just focus on power right now. Though, I suppose it looks a little bit like Lethal Company. Wrench. Not really into the streamer type survival games because I don't have anyone to play with, so I just go back to Stellaris and HOL4. I mean, hell, if I could, I'd set up a freaking server. And it's more of a engineering simulator than a survival simulator, because once you get past the opening bit, survival is kind of easy. It's like I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the challenge that this start version is providing me. Alright, you're done. Oxygen low. That's not good. Flush. That's why. Where? There you are. You're good. So am I. We're the same age, my guy. Oh, I might have to go ahead and cut you. Throw this in there. Power you on for a little bit. All right. Kind of wasteful because this battery cannot take full charge of this. What do we need for a station battery? Steel, copper, and gold. Gold. Could have swore I had some. I'm running out. I'm out of food. Power you off. All right. Turn you on for a bit longer. Yeah. So it is definitely resource management, but it's more... So basically the whole premise behind the game is you drop on one of the planets and you build a station, a base, with interconnected systems to support it. And you build automation into it too. It's a lot of fun for me, at least. And right now I'm playing on the most difficult start because your normal start just provides you so many resources. And like, I don't know, it's just not, there's not really much challenge to it. I mean, this right now, as you can see, I'm kind of struggling to stay alive because I got to balance power, I've got to balance resource production. You know, I've got to go out and mine the resources. But if I get lost, there's literally no landmarks because it's a barren planet. That's nickel. Don't need that yet. There's copper. Alright, there you are. That should be. So it's a No Man's Sky light. No. No Man's Sky is light for this game. It's like, it is so easy to survive in No Man's Sky. Temperature is 666K. I mean, I don't have anything against No Man's Sky. It's a good game. But it is more an exploration game than an engineering game by far. Alright, so I need steel now. Battery kit. I should have enough power to get that battery produced. Sure. It's actually very similar to a game called Space Station 13, if you know what that is. Except it's 3D. Ran out of coal. Yeah, it's basically Space Station 13 from what I've been told, because I've never played 13, but a lot of people have said when they've seen the game that it reminds them of Space Station 13. But, you know, playing it normally. I know there's coal over here and we're out. Already hungry again. It's like I gotta eat at least once a day. Alright, cool. We have the battery. Power you off. And then I'm gonna get a frame. And I just need a steel sheet. Plenty of fuel left. Alright. Okay. Now, I believe I need steel sheets. I think I need 2. Back, wife sent me a video of Trudeau complaining about tariffs because going in the standard Canadian really a swing and a miss. I haven't really paid much attention to anything most Canadians say about what our commander-in-chief is doing. Yeah, I didn't think so. It usually doesn't amount to much. Same thing with the Brits. Air tank is low. Get that up there. Power is critical. Alright, well. Just hold that there for a moment. Canister is empty. Has pollutants in it. Open. Belt. Split. All right. Damn it. Close, close, open, because we need an atmosphere, split. This is not working. And that would be why. Great. Okay. Need a nitrogen filter soon. That is perfectly acceptable. Alright, how much of the coal did we waste? Quite a bit. Okay. So I need heavy cable. I'm just going to let it print. Cables to splice. What died? Ah, that's what happened. I'm okay with that. Because that can take the full force of that. It's charging. That battery's charging. We got plenty of cable to hook up over here. I mean, if you look at it as futility, sure. I don't see it as futility, so I'm just going to keep struggling. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. We have a more reliable source of power. We're actually going to go ahead and rip this stuff up. Well, sort of rip it up. Because we want to connect that port. We need one more. Harlan Ellison also didn't anticipate Tismos in the space race. Fair. Alright, I need food again now. Let it warm up in here a bit. Whoo. LG washer is done. Yeah, you heard that in the background, huh? Oh. Alright, so let's take stock really quick. I got another box of water. That's 4 more days of water. Okay. That means I gotta hustle. Alright, well that's up. I'm going to go get some more coal. It would help if that was in the right spot. There are jokes about coal, and it's a good idea to keep quiet about coal. Let's let that run for a bit, and we want you there. Swap you back out, you go in there. Power you on now safely. Hello, battery. You can charge now. Attack the B point? Put that into charge. Frankly, we can actually swap that out from now on too, because this is our main battery power. Okay, so I'm going to put solar paddle power on the back burner for now. We're going to get our water squared away. And make sure I don't have anything laying on the ground out here, because we should be seeing storms coming up here soon. Alright, so what do we need for water? We're going to put our water in here. So we need an ice crusher. We need an ice crusher. Gas piping, only 2 pieces, and a cowl, and then water piping and a utility, and then a bottle filler. So, where do we hide the ice crusher? I can't remember. It's not in there. Ice crusher, iron, gold, and copper. We should have plenty of all 3. Gold. Print you. Oh, dude, it's a lot of fun. I've spent days working on a base. And it can get pretty elaborate. There's different planets you can build on too. So you've got Mars, Venus, Mars and Venus, and then you can also build on the moon. And then there's several moons in the gas giant around the gas giants that you can build on. There's two around Jupiter, one around Saturn, and then there's another planet that's sitting around a black hole. All right, we're gonna put the ice crusher here. Hand drill. I'm gonna put it there. And then iron sheets. I've got steel in there, but no iron. I do not want those sitting in the open if a storm comes through. Oops. 2 iron sheets. This is going to introduce some not fun stuff to my atmosphere. Ain't got a choice. Oh, I only needed 1 iron sheet. Just tuck that up in there, and then we can pull the iron from here again. Right. 2 of these. Pipe cowl. Power for days now. Doesn't mean I want to keep leaving everything on, but okay. Good. Perfect. Now, liquid utility. And then a few liquid pipes. And then a bottle filler.
Perfect. We have just enough silicon to do that. Alright, and then we gotta work on the wiring. I think I've got enough copper to do that. And the temperature in here is really high because I left that flare in here. Okay. I guess I didn't need that many pipes. Perfect. Okay. Oxygen low. Ah, nitrogen filter. Hold your horses. All right. Copper, 27 grams. Okay. Cable. Really? So you just listened to me playing the game? We need to get some oxygen ice. That's water ice. We do need some of that. Just not that much. So oddly soothing. I also watch, but mostly just listen. Well, I mean, I appreciate you saying that. Though I'm wondering why my voice is soothing in a way. It's kind of weird. Usually people are a little put off by my voice because I'm yelling at them. Here we go. That's regular ice. So I'll cool the base down. I'm sure the lack of yelling does help, actually. Quite a bit, I would say. Alright. Let us bring the temperature in the base down. kPa. I'm curious. Do I have a leak somewhere? Because the pressure in here just keeps going lower. So I'm wondering if I have an air leak somewhere. Something to ponder later. For now, I don't think I even got angry. Annoyed, maybe, yes, because, you know, I had to fix the fucking furnace. Alright, so we have an ice crusher. We have water ice. Of course you were entertained. Well, hello. Water on the floor. Why is there water on the floor? That is something I'm just going to ignore for now. And I have water in a bottle. It did make a pretty big hole. That is accurate and true. Alright. So we have water taken care of. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more bits of water. Alright, what's next on the agenda? Just gonna ignore the sploosh comment. Power's still fine. Next on the agenda... I'm going to ignore that for as long as I can. I think next on the agenda should be increasing the size of the base. Don't be rude to our viewers. Rude to our viewers. I think I'm just going to ignore comments that I just choose not to entertain. I'm just gonna stick with that. There ain't nothing you can do. Alright. So, we want to... Yes, we want to move the base inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 2 by 6 or 2 by 3. So 6 square. Meters of floor space. I want to bring it out one on either side and bring it out 3 to make it a 5 by 5. Steel. Um, 25 minus 6. That's 19. So I need 19 frames. I feel like I'm mathing wrong. 2, 3. Nope, I'm not. All right, 19 times 2, 38. So we do 38 sheets to make solid floors. Well, hello, Storm. I don't want you to damage my solar panel. And this is exactly why we want to move the base inside. Can do nothing but wait now. Yeah, see, I'm losing atmosphere somewhere because I had 56 kilopascals earlier. Now it's down to 47. All right, well, this storm is going. I'm gonna go grab myself more to drink. Aw, dang. I was hoping that the storm would be over by now. No such luck. Alright. So, we're gonna get the floor plan squared away. So it's going to be, this section is going to be a 5x5, and then we'll build a 2, well, we can do 1 tier and then do a second tier above, just to spread things out a little bit. We're going to need more steel. Golly, how long is this storm gonna run? And how the hell did I get liquid on the floor? It's like I can't even print out sheets right now. can't even take anything apart right now either. Whee! Okay, this is a very long storm. Waste tank caution. Let's improve our hygiene a little bit at least while we wait. Look, the floor glows. Oh. Well, while we're thinking about it, what's in there? 1700. That'll do ya. Hey, storm went away. Cool. All right. Back to work. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 more of those. The floor plan will be set. And then we can start building the other walls. I needed 13. I think I'm going to have the front wall be nothing but frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you know what? On second thought, I changed my mind. Changed my mind on that one. 5, 10, 15. So that's 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I wish they printed just a little bit faster, you know? Actually, I gotta do the ceiling too. I'm gonna just start with a tier 1 for now. Or a tier, a single tier for now. because I'm running out of steel. Steel sheets. Sound of laundry in the background. 1 second. I fixed the sound of laundry in the background. I couldn't even hear it. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me know. Plenty of steel left for these plates. Getting close enough that I don't want to just let that run now. One, two, three, and four. Four more. All right. Okay. That's taken care of. Alright, we have much more room for activities now. Alright, looks like we just came back from an ad break. Ad break over. So, at least on my screen, the ad break is over. Y'all are probably a little bit behind me. And let's see, we just took all the walls inside, so we've got more. We've got a 5x5 space inside. Obviously, we need to get more atmosphere now, but hey, progress is progress. Nothing a little bit of oxygen can't fix. I've only got so many road flares left. So I need to get on making a beacon eventually. They drain so much power though. I do have an electronics printer. It's like this is a brutal start, so I started off with practically nothing. What I don't have just yet is solder. I was working on moving things out from outside. That's why I made the base bigger. All I only need is a little bit more to get the solar tracking going. It's fine. But I wanted to move everything inside because a storm came through. And I knew a storm was coming through. We were working on doing the solar earlier. But I also don't have a labeler. So that's going to be a lot of trial and error. See, solar tracking is just about set up. Components wise. We'll just let that run. It's going to make the base a little bit cold, but it's an atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, on a brutal start, you start off with a solar panel. That's it. Solar panel, area power controller, and then a couple of odds and ends, as well as an auto lathe, a single auto lathe, and an arc furnace. That's what you start with. So you don't have a whole lot of stuff that you start with on a normal start, like portable beacon, or you don't have as many batteries. So at this point, how much copper do I actually have left? Yeah, it's brutal start. But I gotta say, I'm enjoying the challenge. What challenge there is on Mars. Alright. God, I wish I had a labeler. But I need a tool printer for that. What do I need for a tool printer? Tool manufactory, 20 iron, 10 copper. Hang on. What materials? Sweet, I can actually make that pretty easily. Iron. Am I out of iron? I am enough of out of iron that it matters. I've got plenty of iron in my pocket, though. What temperature are you? 561K. And 7 megapascals. Sun's coming up. Let's go grab a little bit more of that oxygen. That should be coal, if I remember right. Oh, no, nitrice. It's regular ice. I'm happy that I got some regular ice pretty close to where the start point was, though. That was pretty helpful. Let's not take more than we can take. Hydration critical. You know what I forgot to print out? The freaking correction memory. Oh, pressure's a little bit low. While I'm in here, might as well grab a little bit of food. There you are. I have to get going on potatoes soon. And a way to cook the potatoes soon. Alright. Let's finish what we were working on. Really? Oh, it's just under. Hell, don't I feel dumb? And I know we're out of copper practically. And almost out of gold too. So there's some gold over here. There's a lot of gold around on the base. So that's kind of lucky. Should be... here's some. Power is only just now getting the yellow. Might as well start moving things inside. Power you off. I need sheets and plastic and copper. I have a gram of silicon there. And I'm not even going to bother messing with the... I need to let this guy cool down so that I can make solder in a little bit. I need an iron sheet. I can actually drop these out of my inventory. And then 2 plastic sheets. And 2 regular cables. Logic memory. You. Swap you over. Oh. For some reason I was thinking there was only 2 that were needed. Alright, and then we can just add power over to here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Power you off. Five, 6, 7. Labeler, 2 iron and 1 gold. Hello, gold. That sound, yep. Silicon going there. That's where my iron is. Too much force. Why did I put it in there? Print the labeler. And then what else in here is useful that I can make right now? Whole lot of nothing. Disposable battery charger. I don't have electrum, invar, or solder. Tracking beacon. Waste tank caution. Grab you. Let's sort out our power for now. All right. Action memory. Horizontal reader. Reader. Wait a second. I don't need that. I need 2 more of these. Batch writer. Batch writer. And that's an extra cable anyways. Horizontal, vertical. Alright, let's see now. Screwdriver. Correction memory. Needs to be wired. If I remember right. Nindy, it's been a while since I set one of these up. I believe port faces north. Power faces west. Data faces east. Reverse that. So, daylight sensor variable is vertical. Vertical reader. Solar panel dual. Vertical. Okay. I feel like I'm missing a component. Reader. I am missing a component. I do need one of these. Power critical. It has been forever since I've set one of these up. I need some more cable. I believe it's actually the vertical that does. So logic reader Alright, signal 1. Vertical reader. Signal 2 is correction memory, and then you are actually coming from the correct vertical correction. And then out is subtract. You're coming from daylight sensor, variable horizontal reader, solar panel, horizontal. Let's see how this works. It's pointed in the right direction for now. It is not correcting. So let's see here. Hmm. See, that would be correct if it was pointed in the right direction. So power needs to be on this side. Okay, that's fixable. Heavy cable. How do I correct this? Stop. Hmm. Oh, well, I need the wrench for that. Now I need the grinder. No, power drill. Come. Why aren't you... You're connected through... Yeah, why... I'm just being silly, that's why. Reader. Horizontal reader. There. Okay. I think it's leaking through that cowl. Anyways. Yeah. Okay. So, power is sorted for the time being. We're going to start moving some of this crap inside. So that we can continue to work. When the sun's out. Or when the, there's a storm. Good. Good. Auto lathe. And then pipe bender. All right. Iron sheets. Plastic sheets. Screwdriver. Power. There. All printers moved inside. And now, for my next trick, better air setup. So we don't care if there's a little bit of nitrogen in the air. At least for the moment. Really? It was just inside. Okay. Let's see here. Passive. A little bit of iron. Is it in here? Yes. Where? There you are. There. Sometimes these guys can interact and cause an air leak to the outside. Alright, so we want to pull this apart, grab you. Oh, wrench. Search utility, and then pressure regulator, gold and copper. There's the gold. Here's copper. Pressure regulator. And then I need one more pipe. Yep, right there. All right. Give me that copper. Electronic printer there. Cable. Print. Perfect. We want this at 5,000 kPa. And then suck all this stuff out. Perfect. That can go there. We're going to grab that. Swap you. Go find some more oxygen ice just for putting in the damn pipe. Should be enough. That's more than enough, actually. Alright, you're powered on. Let's put some in the room. Small amount of nitrogen in there. This pleases me. Okay. This is a better system than what we had. It's not a great system by any means, but it's a better system than what we had. Gonna add some more to the room. Bring the pressure up a little bit. Now we don't get the low pressure warning. We have a 5 megapascal tank. It's only got oxygen and nitrogen in it rather than having a whole bunch of crap that we had to filter for. We need a filter. Swap you. And then we're going to take you out. Put you in there. Now we'll put you in there. Put you in there. Okay. Close. Now we have two. Cool. Boom. Power critical. Well, it's a good thing that I have batteries charging. Where are you going? Okay, so that's nice. That's a step up. Sweet. That is a step up. Now, the room does have some pollutant in it, but it is a very small amount, and we can take care of that later. The important thing is we're not contaminating our tank, our suit supply of oxygen, because like that's not even enough to cause problems for plants. Speaking of plants, it is time for us to start working on that. Not you. Not you. Oof. portable hydroponics tray. Hydroponic station needs nickel. UV light. Grow light. Steel and electrum. Alright, so it's time for us to start worrying about alloys. Because we need food soon. While I'm in here. Okay. Oh, the sun isn't up. So I have to wait. Because I have no beacon. Because I have no solder. Hang on. That's an idea. $616 Kelvin. Yeah. I need it to be cooler by about 36 Kelvin. Please don't blow up on me. Ah. Hold the phone. I could have swore. Yeah. One more. Boom. And that's a bomb waiting to happen. Some of that pressure off, because there's a lot of oxygen in there now. And oxygen expands a lot when it heats up. That should be good. Alright, solder is made. That might have been the only element I was missing for the beacon. I feel dumb. Whatever. At the end of the day, I have iron and copper. Wrong one. Print one. And I can make a large battery too, if I've got what I need. I might not have enough gold. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough gold. Okay, that's okay. First of all, tracker. Battery. Beacon. Beacon. I can mine at night now. Safely. So I just need silver. Because I already found the nickel. I know roughly where that is. That's the base. So I just need to find silver, and I can make the electrum. Hello, Cobalt. I don't need you right now. Silver? Silver. Boom. Silver. Hunger, caution. That is why right now we are trying to prioritize our hunger. So let's see here. Electrum. 600 to 100. 2.4. Okay, that pressure was going to be a bitch. I'm going to toss you in there, turn you off. Throw that silver in there. Throw the gold in there. $600 to 100 kilokevin, 800 2.4. How do you do that with just a labeler? You'd have to set up a memory and then a reader-writer, correct? Yeah, sounds like a lot more work than necessary. At least with Electrum. Because I just needed to drop below the 2.4. Yes, well, Inconel. And then we have Electrum. It's like I've never actually had problems making Inconel and Constantin in a regular furnace. It's a little bit tricky, but I've never really had a problem doing it. Grow light, steel, and copper. We just happen to have copper right here. Temperature is 645. It's probably not going to melt the copper. Oh wait, it is. Or it would have been. It dropped below that 6. Yep. Not a big deal. Split 1, 2. Give me that copper. Perfect. And then the steel is hanging out there. Oh, I have to start working on temperature management now, too. Should be from the power connection, and then iron is in there. Smelt some iron real quick because we need that for the hydroponics trays. Need 3 of those for now. And then we can come over with pipes. Yes, 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 hunger. One. 2. 2. Three. All right, now I need. Tell you what I am gonna do, or at least what I want to do. I am going to set that thing so that it's not sucking so much darn power. Memory. Oof, I'm out of gold. I'm not out of gold. Yep. Logic I/O. Batch writer. Whoops. And then I need 1, 2, 3. 3. In from logic memory, out to the ice crusher, setting, and I believe it's in Kelvin. Alright, I'm gonna cheat because I can't remember freaking Kelvin to save my life right now. Kelvin, we want 283. Okay. Am I hungry? Yes, I am hungry. Okay. Setting. We want to 283. Alright, now network analyzer, Atmos analyzer, configuration. Print one of those. And then my tablet is there. I'm out of cables, that's why. Setting 283. Okay. So that will only heat it up to 10 degrees Celsius instead of higher, which we don't want because that's using a lot more power and it takes a lot longer that way too. We're going to pick up you. Put the tracker back in. Put you back in. I can't wait for my freaking advanced tablets. Go grab some water ice really quick so we can start these plants. It's like I want it to be at 10 degrees Celsius because if it's too cold, it can actually affect the plants, the plant growth. Oh, that's configuration. There's network. Atmo. 6 liters. 7 liters. This pleases me. This pleases me. Good. We've got plenty to drink, too. Yes. Now, we need to get this guy wired. Plenty of copper. We'll get that guy wired, and then we will get the plants planted and see how that's working out, and then we'll start working on the temperature in here. One, two, three. Power on. Yes. I am not going to plant all 3 of my seeds. Barely growing towards fruiting because the pressure in here is as low as it is. So, where? Organics, potatoes. Oh, carbon dioxide. Ideal grow temperature is 20 C. Max ideal is 30. Min grow pressure. Max ideal is 50. Okay, it's too warm in here and the pressure's too low. Our water is low. That's why I'm breathing heavily. Moderately well. And it's 30. Okay, so power you off and you. Close enough. Power you off. We're going to power you off because... Okay, so let's look here. Wall cooler or liquid wall cooler. So a regular wall cooler. Okay. So we can oxygen low. Ah, my nitrogen filter. We're gonna need iron soon. So we can do this one of two ways. Come on. We can put a wall cooler and run a gas pipe with radiators on the outside. Or we can put a wall cooler for liquids with a we could put a liquid wall cooler up and just attach it to the water pipe because that has a lot of thermal mass to it. Power critical. I think I said something about wanting to do batteries. Uh-oh. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm running low on batteries. Liquid wall cooler needs a gram of gold and 3 grams of copper. We've got plenty of both. Unfortunately, we are out of iron now. So we gotta go mine some iron really quick to get that squared away. But we can at least... Yes, we can at least get the power run for it. 2, 3. We need more iron anyways, because we're out. Of course, power is low. Gold, copper, steel, steel, gold. Just enough for one. I need you. You can get out of my inventory. You can get out. You can get out. You can get out. I don't need to carry you around. Let's see. Atmos analyzer. Tracker. I can drop you for now. Thriving. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'll grab some. Oh, hello, gold. Okay, I want more copper, because I want more batteries. I'm out of iron, so I want more iron. There we go. Plenty more copper, plenty more iron. I am out of oxygen ice. Lots of silicon. Hello. Topped up on oxygen ice. Really? Fully self-enclosed cooling loop that does not use atmospheric gas to cool down. How did you manage that? Phase change and Stirling engine. You know what? I think that's actually the only way to do it without cheating. How many Stirling engines though? Because they don't pull that much energy out. Well, I just did something dumb. Okay. One Stirling engine and only draws 1 kilowatt of heat out, but still. Yes, on Venus that is a big deal. If you can balance it and you know how to do it, you can actually pull. Slightly power positive is good. Heh. 400, almost 400 watts. That's a solar panel. Whoops. True. I mean, the biggest challenge on Venus is literally managing your heat. What is what are you using as the refrigerant for the phase change? Pollutant? Okay. Put another large battery. I feel like pollutant might not be the best refrigerant to use on Venus because of its narrow liquid range. Because over 400 Kelvin, no matter what, it's going to be a gas. No, it doesn't. I think pollutant's the only one that you can use in... Could have swore that water was better. It's the temperature range that's the big thing for water, because it does have a large slide for the pressure, so it goes all the way up to 5 kilopascals. But the big thing is it can maintain that high temperature, that 628 Kelvin, in a liquid state. Is this I was about to ask that if you were using an intermediate cooling loop or not. I do refrigeration for a living, so have a secondary refrigerant in there, or a gas, something that's going to stay as a gas. I think nitrous oxide would actually be the best to use as a gas. As long as you can keep it above the temperature above 431 Kelvin and the pressure above I think So the main gas you should keep is what the freaking Stirling engines are working off of. Probably should be the nitrous, because I mean, what's its heat capacity? Latent heat is 4 kilojoules. Specific heat is 37.2 joules per Kelvin. (20) 24 72 right 20 20 24 72. Yeah, nitrous has the highest aside from water for the specific heat, and it's got latent heat of 4 kilojoules, whereas latent heat in volatiles is 1 kilojoule, and pollutant latent heat is 2 kilojoules. That's what I would do, is experiment with that, because nitrous is actually, if you're just looking at the raw numbers, nitrous is the best refrigerant that you can use because it's got a high specific heat. That's how many joules per Kelvin it needs to change per mole. And then the latent heat is how many joules it takes for it to go from a gas to a liquid at the same temperature, and then vice versa. And the only thing better than the nitrous oxide is water, because it's 8 kilojoules per mole and 72 joules per Kelvin. But water well, you got to keep the pressure. The pressure range is really kind of low. No, it's actually got the widest pressure range. I actually don't have an hour. But if you want to experiment and then let me know. I will give you a link. That's the Mourneville Discord server. You can pop in there and let me know what the results are. charging kit needs 10 grams of iron. There's the iron. What? Oh, crap. I got distracted. Those are going in the bucket later. Brain, I am getting tired. I think that's what my problem is right now. Because it is late. I worked today. Like now I'm going to start making silly mistakes. So let's get this basic cooling set up. We need 3 pipes. So give me that iron back. Thank you. Pipe. Boom. Awesome. I have cooling. In the base. Where's that tablet? Tablet. Hunger, caution. Where did the damn tablet go? It's right there. Okay. Atmos analyzer. Temperature is going up. Temperature in the room is going down very slowly, but it's going down. All right, so we have 600. I have just been beating my head against the monitor with trial and error. You said you're a refrigerant tech. Is there a way to know how much coolant to fill the system with in IRL? Vacuum side game. How would you make that judgment call? Okay. So unfortunately, that has a lot to do with material science as well. So you've got to know like what capacity the system needs to be. So you need to So it's not an easy thing to answer in this for the games. Like in real life, we don't have to worry about the refrigerant boiling off regardless of what pressure is against it. So like in the game, if you don't have a pressure in the liquid pipe, you have a chance of the whatever refrigerant you have boiling off in that pipe. Whereas in refrigeration systems, the pressure is from the compressor is actually what keeps pressure on the refrigerant so that it stays in a liquid state. And there's engineering calculations that you can go through to see what kind of capacity of the system are you looking to have, and then you go through how many like specific heat. So how many joules of energy you want it to carry. So it depends on like the refrigerant that you're using. So you're going to need less nitrogen or nitrous oxide to carry the same amount of heat. I will wait. She wants to go outside.
She's not going outside. It's well after midnight.
I'm aware.
Correction, I think she wants food.
I mean, she had plenty of food earlier. It's up to you if you want to feed her or not.
Karen, no. You get plenty.
Okay. So according to this thing, we're back from ad, at least. Alright, so I was at... It's like we can design and roughly know where, depending on the refrigerant, how much we can actually put in, because we want to see what our heating capacity is, and that's measured in BTUs. And in Europe, it's measured in... I can't remember what they use in Europe. Anyways, the different refrigerants are going to require different amounts of... depending on the size of the system, like how much tonnage it's going to be, it's going to pull in BTUs per hour. And then the different pressures for the system. So like nitrous oxide, because its specific heat capacity is 37.2 joules per Kelvin and then 4 kilojoules, you'll need less to move the same amount of energy as you would with volatiles, which is 20 joules per Kelvin and only 1 kilojoule per mole of latent heat. With the game, it really does also depend on the refrigerant that you're using, because you can keep it in a liquid state by pressurizing your liquid pipe and then using the how many moles you have in the system to essentially calculate how many joules of heat you're moving back and forth. So if you take your specific heat and then your kilojoule per mole, and calculate how many moles of, or how many joules of energy, joules, that's what it is. It's joules. That's what they use in Europe for calculating heat load. Duh. I'm tired. If you take your latent heat and then your kilojoules of specific heat for temperature, you can roughly guess how many moles of the material that you're going to need to balance your heat load. So like say you know what the heat load off of a gas fuel generator is. Where is it? So, gas fuel generator, base power, thermal radiation is 0.084 joules, convection, but it doesn't really give me a whole lot of information about like how much heat it gives off. Right? But if you know how much heat it gives off, you know what your heat load is. So you'll know how much refrigerant you'll actually need moving through the pipes in order for you to utilize it. And then, because heat actually affects pressure in the game, now at least, if I remember right, you just need to figure out how much you need, how little you need in the gas pipe to maintain a gas state to absorb that heat, or as it's going into that evaporator. Okay, so if I'm, like I said, it's been a little while since I've actually played the game. This is the second. If I remember right, it doesn't actually matter how much is in the pipes, because all of the phase changing is happening in the evaporator and the condenser. So it comes back to what is your heat load. It's like if you figure out what your heat load is, like how many joules of energy are you trying to move, that will give you an idea of how many moles of refrigerant you need to move between the two. But you also have to remember how many moles or liters of liquid, and make sure you have enough pipe capacity to hold those moles in a liquid state, and in the vice versa in the gas state. So having utilities, large or small, put in place so that they can do that would be a good idea, especially on Venus when you have a very high heat load outside just trying to get into the base. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm rambling. It's like whatever refrigerant that you're going to use, this is the most important number, because that's 37.2 joules per Kelvin per mole. So say you want to pull 1,000 joules out of the air. Got about my butt. It's okay. Good. Another day when you're fresh. That works. I'll put some thought into this too, because now I'm trying to take real life engineering and plug it into the game in a different way than I normally do, because honestly, it's a lot of paper, it's a lot of math. And in the case of the game, I would say try looking at the latent heat. So 4 kilojoules per mole. And then think about how many joules of energy that you're trying to move, and then base it off of that and go from there. It is going to be a lot of trial and error, because the game doesn't work the exact same way that the real world does. All of the phase change that we're trying to force is happening inside the condenser and the evaporator. And then you just have a cool gas. Heat load has many factors like surface area pressure, delta of temperature. Correct. So, like, let's look at... Let's look at a medium radiator. So they have, if you build a medium convection radiator or medium radiator, and you look at it, no, delta of temp, no, I understood exactly what you meant. It's like, I work with deltas all the time. Nice. But the convection radiator, the medium one, will actually tell you how many joules of energy it moves at a given point in time, and what it can basically max out at. I was looking at it not that long. Last time I was building a base on Europa, and I needed to know how many of the medium radiators that I needed in order for me to move the amount of heat that a couple of generators were producing. I can't remember exactly what I did because I kind of puzzled it out as I was doing it. Most of the time when I'm playing the game, I am trial and erroring the hell out of it. It's like, oh, well, that radiator's not enough to move the heat that I need to move. Let's add another one. That kind of stuff. So I actually enjoy doing the trial and errors personally. But yeah, starting point for like trying to figure out how much that you need, these numbers right here. Because once you know how much you need, it's like the pressures are inconsequential. The pressures are easy. So like if you have the right amount of radiators and the right amount of refrigerant, the pressures, if you will pretty much balance themselves out as long as the heat load is still there. That'd be an interesting experiment, though, is load shedding. So, like, setting it up so that you've got, say you've got 5 medium convection radiators on one side and 5 medium convection radiators on the other. And the load on one side has reduced. Theoretically, you could load shed and then store the majority of it as liquid. No, that's accurate. That's actually how real-world refrigeration works too. If you overfill, you lose efficiency. Let's take air conditioners, for example. If you overfill, it's still going to be able to cool. It's just not going to be able to cool as well, because the idea is the evaporators are flooded to a degree with liquid, and that liquid boils off, and we use that boiling off to absorb heat, etc., etc. If you put too much in there, and we like to see our evaporators in comfort cooling about a third full of liquid, and then the middle half of it is evaporative away, and then the top is just gas. But if we take away some of that space because we're filling it with more liquid, we can't pull as much heat out of the air. We're still cooling, we're just not cooling well, so we're losing both efficiency and efficacy. And the same thing, you'll see the same thing in the game as well. It's like if you have too much in there, you'll have a hard time keeping the gas as a gas, because the pressure will build in the gas pipe, and it'll turn into a liquid, in which case you have to put in a liquid drain for it to go back down into the liquid side. And that's just extra complication. And then if you don't have enough, then the liquid, unless you have a pressurant in there, like nitrogen, the liquid won't stay as a liquid. So it's a balancing act. But I find that if you're trying to keep the liquid as a liquid without a pressurant, you're going to have a hard time. No matter what, because the pipes have a set capacity. Like, if you don't fill those pipes to capacity with liquid, they're going to boil off if it's anything other than water. And even water will still produce water vapor in the pipes if you look. I mean, heck, we've got 3.76 moles of steam in there right now. So even at 11 degrees Celsius at 9 kPa, it's like at 9 kPa, 285 Kelvin, you know, it should all be liquid, right? But how does it maintain that 9 kPa? With the gas. Yeah, I've got time. I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream here so we can talk more in the Discord, because I've basically got a lot done tonight. We've got our cooling going. My power died, apparently. Whoops. We have too high of a power draw, so now we next time I'm gonna be well, hello. Why aren't you pointed in the right direction? Horizontal is fine. I'll look at that later. Yeah, I will look at that later. We're going to go ahead and close things out tonight. I will be in the Discord for a little bit. Prairie, if you want to show me what you've got going, and I'll see if I can give you any ideas. By the way, yep, I saw you pop in. Where was I? I've been streaming a little bit too long. I am exhausted. All right, we'll be back. I will be back again on Tuesday with some more Stationeers. Worms is streaming on Monday. Llama's on call this weekend, so he won't be doing any streaming this weekend. And then Wednesday, I think we're coming back with Divinity 2 again. We're all really enjoying that. So we'll see you all again on Monday, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.